And people don't really get made fun of anymore. We've crossed into this, like, you got to be nice to everyone, which, yeah, of course, be nice. But also, like, tell someone they're a fucking loser if they need to be told they're a loser.
I mean, that was one thing I know, like, when we growing up and stuff like that, doing this DJ stuff, if my guy sucks, I'm going to tell him, like, yo, that blend was trash. I'm going to tell him what it is. Like, because there's a lot of people I see out here, their friends lie to them saying this is good, and you're putting out even more bad stuff, and that I don't think that's a friend. If I know you're doing something bad and it's trash, I'm gonna tell you it's trash. But it's because I feel like you could do a lot better.
Well, all right. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin.
Welcome back to the Party with Strategy podcast. Couple very special guests, real Chicago shit today. We've been doing some great episodes. I'm excited. I'm really getting to the bottom of where I want to be. Just for a little background, I don't know if you guys know, I hit up Quicktastic asking for a reference on who I should have on. I'm trying to get more into the house world. I want to get more perspectives on people's upcoming in that world, because back in the day, I really came from like underground Chicago hip hop shit. I knew nothing about house whatsoever. I still don't really know shit, which is the fun of kind of having people on and picking their brains and learning as I go. So thank you guys for coming in. I also spoke with Slot A and told him that I was having M-DOK on the pod, and he told me that you wear many hats.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And it's true. You have two on right now. So thank you guys for coming. We got M-DOK and SYKO in the building, aka Tribe, one half of Tribe, right? It's 4 people.
Party called Tribe. Man, Party called Tribe is huge. I wouldn't. I would just keep it as this entity, because then if I have to start naming the particular people, from the dancers, musicians, and just friends, like, that's why we say it's our tribe.
It's a collective, okay.
It's a collective of what we do. I mean, of where we all came from, and what we want to continue doing, So
dope. So tell me about that. I mean, let's start there. How did that come about?
Well, Party called Tribe, I established that very profoundly right after COVID. I had the opportunity in Pilsen to start a new party at a brand new venue, the Giant Penny Whistle. I went in there and it was like nothing else that we've ever had before. Big speakers, big dance floor, then a whole nother side for the lounging and the drinking, pool table. So I'm like, what have we been missing? I grew up going to hot jams on Pulaski and a bunch of like other, famous house jams and underground parties. That was like, we have to bring this back. And the formula is always the same, is we're from Chicago, we're all house heads, and all of our friends play house. Yes, we got jobs and we have to play this for this club or play that or fit the MO. But at the end, we trying to go back to back 30-minute sets or just rip through tracks. So when I got the opportunity to do that, that's literally first day. I got John Simmons, I got my homie Bibby, I called up SYKO, I got Kite. The next following day, I got Lego, I got K Alexi, and then from there we just continuing house legends, hot locals, like everybody. I mean, it's kind of like when you used to go to house party vibes. You get that text and you see all those list of DJs right there. They all come from different backgrounds playing some fire ass dance party music, and that people don't know, but man, all of that falls under the umbrella of house music.
So Party Called Tribe started as this Thursday night. You were offered this space, you started this party, and then eventually you moved. You're doing it other spaces as well.
Yes.
That's dope.
Like I said, it's bigger than just us. We had the opportunity to do Chicago Summer Dance. It was just like, I'm not coming there just to DJ and that. I'm bringing the whole band. From the moment that we got our second or fourth event at Penny Whistle, I brought my homie Lester and Manuel with his saxophone, and like that was what I want. That's always what I want a Party Called Tribe to be, and influence like a live, show. Dance party. The venue was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. So we trickled down every now and then, but ultimately that's what allowed Tribe to be at the Metro, Smoke and Mirrors, Chicago Summer Dance, opening up for different acts. We did a My House Music Festival. Yeah, I felt like that's just taken from us, you know, that freedom to do whatever the fuck you want with your party, but also have that strong principle of like, we're doing this music in this way because we honor the people and how good they are around us and how we're growing together, you know what I'm saying? Tribe is tribe. I try to tell people.
Yeah.
Tribe is tribe. It's hard to put like you can't put it in a box. I would never want it in a box, you know?
That's dope. And when did that start?
Yeah, like I said, Tribe started 2001.
2001?
2021. We started 2021, but this has been something that we've been doing since we started, you know, as far as like the flow of it, you know, shout out to Ghetto Division, you know, they used to be called Chicago Deadbeats back in...
I remember Mad Jazz always rocking a Ghetto Division hat. What was it? I didn't even know what that was.
It was Ghetto, like, at the time, it was like, there was a lot of different party crews at that time, but like Ghetto Division was kind of one holding it down. It was a collective of DJs as well, like producers, DJs, and then it came down to the Chicago Deadbeats. Then like I had my crew called Stereobots, so it was just a lot of different like Chicago artists that just came together and just like rocked the party.
But the profoundly thing about it is that we all DJ'd and produced, so we kind of brought something extra to the party that kind of made all our friends and peers that much more excited to be there with all that differentness, you know? And that's literally what we still try to do today for a party called Tribe. We want our DJ producers, our people who just, you know, they have a signature style and it's very respected and recognized. We want them there.
That's really dope. I like that. Give me like your intro to house music, if you can even remember it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can remember, I'll never forget the day I'm sitting in my brother's car and he played me Memory Lane off of Illmatic, and I just heard that beat and it like changed my life. I was like, this is like nothing I've ever heard. This is crazy. And like ever since then, that was the path I kind of went down.
I mean, for me, it was just growing up. Like in my, it's crazy because like my grandparents, they kept like videotapes of like my birthday parties. There's one of my baptism, and there's nothing in the back. It's all house music in the background, freestyle house music. So it was just like, it was not even something that like I could be like, oh yeah, that's house. It was just something I was just used to. It was in me already.
Always around.
Yeah, it was always around me. So it's part of me. So I love it. I can't even tell you when the first time I was like, oh, that's a house music song. It was just nothing new to me.
That's just what you were raised on.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Like what, if you can, give me like a couple tracks, because I'm gonna go look them up. I'm gonna go listen. I'm trying to I'm gonna try and put myself in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go listen to these tracks. I'm gonna get really high. I'm gonna listen to them, and I'm gonna pretend like it's 1991 and fucking.
I mean, if I have to go really back, like, because my dad and my mom were both house heads, right? My dad especially. My mom used to break dance when she was like back in the day. This is before, I never seen her do it, but from what my family tells me, she used to compete and all that. Like she was raw. But my dad was also in a party crew. It was called Funk Boys, which was back in the day, like 90s, 80s. He wasn't a DJ, but he was the guy carrying the records.
Okay.
But like
integral part.
Yeah. So, you know, at the end of the day, like, again, it taught me a lot. So if I have to pick some songs like off the top of my head, I mean, again, like my mom, she would always listen to Show Me Love, Robin S. I mean, everybody knows that song, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So like, even when it comes to Talo Disco, to like Angel Eyes, you know, stuff like that. Was it Hypnotic Tango? What else? It was mainly like a lot of the Talo Disco was like rocking at like family parties. Yeah, like stuff like that. And it's, I mean,
all right, perfect. Yeah, that's great. I don't want to like put you on the spot, but like I really do. I want to listen to some shit. I want to be inspired. I want to hear sounds I haven't heard. Like,
yeah, similar. My mom, my family, my family's from Louisiana, Southern blues. My uncle Ernest was a famous blues, legend. He died in tragic accident, out south traveling on tour type stuff. Man, my mom always was my mom turned to a disco queen. I mean, if you understand how music evolves, we went through the blues period into the jazz, and from that, the rock to the disco. My mom's disco queen. Just, man, from GQ Nights to, Diana Ross, just bumping. I didn't know those songs like that, but ones that I really recognized when she was taking me out, it's like probably early 90s. She's listening to Poison, Don't Be Cruel, and then Follow Me would come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Promised Land. Just all those records, especially the sing song one. So I really got into it because I was a hip hop head too, same Illmatic on the train all day, going back and forth all day. But started b-boying, and then I was like, yo, this is the stuff my mom used to go, that used to make me move some type of funky. My upright got crazy once I started listening to the music my mom used to play. And, I didn't even know it was house like that back in the day. I was like, yo, that's my mama's records. But the whole time, that was where house came from and all those records and that sound that just, you listen to Follow Me, the joyfulness that it brings you all the way from the beginning to the end, and then how he's doing the vocals, just a simple track like that. What?
Yeah.
And then just more and more, and as we got older, it's turned into environments and spaces where our family and everybody chilled. So I mean, I just want to be in the space. I'm always kind of growing up artistic or something. I want to just be in the space, just being. I'm like, yo, what's that over there? Same thing. I could have been your homie right there, and I'd be like, yo, that looks cool. I'll be over there just messing with that DJ for hours, and then that's how I picked it up with the boys, And I never knew I would love house music this much, you know? That it would be
Same. I think for me, it was hard for me to know the name of these songs a lot, because I would always hear them, right? Until because what was big in my side of the family was my dad would collect those colored mixtapes, the cassette tapes. So I didn't know half of the name of these songs, but I was like, yo, this is fire. It was Julian Jumper Perez mixtapes, Tim Spin and Shomer, all these different DJs.
DJ Baby Yo.
Yeah, all this stuff, I'm just I love this stuff, And then what really started I got more into it was when I heard DJ Rashad and DJ Spin for the first time. I was in grammar school, not knowing. I heard the first time I heard Juke and stuff like that was actually through a DJ Chip song, and then when I got into high school, that's when I started recognizing DJ Rashad, DJ Spin. I'm like, yo, this is what I want to do. So this is definitely, I was getting more in tune of not even DJing on turntables yet. I was literally on Audacity trying to mix songs together. Did they beat match? Absolutely not. But I was trying to figure out just the little things of trying to how can I combine these two songs together,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess I could say that's why I started, was just going on Audacity and just trying to go crazy on it.
I remember Audacity, that free joint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That Acid Pro 3 was free.
Yeah. That's dope. I kind of started the opposite. I was making music. I was trying to make beats. My brother was a rapper, so I was I want to make beats so he could rap on them. And I did that for a while, and whatever, it was fine. And then I found DJing, and I was this is what I need to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I'm that great with the production shit, but this I could fucking murder.
Yeah.
And I kind of switched over. I was like, let me put all my eggs in this basket. And now I'm trying to get back into production, and I feel like I have a different sense for what music even is. When I was 14 years old, I didn't even understand it. I loved it, but I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Same.
Does that make sense?
No, yeah, that makes
100% agree.
100%
agree. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Yo. I feel the same way. I was just literally talking to my Uber driver about yo, music's crazy. How much you know about music, man? You know how it gathers people, how it changes people's moods. Do you know the history, where it all comes from? that genre came from that genre. That person was inspired by that person to make that track and that track for their people to perform there, and that performed on that national stage. Yo, stop playing with music. Like,
it's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
it's crazy to just it creates an energy in a room. I mean, we know that as DJs, like that's what we're doing, you know. So that it's like I can stop myself from going to try and make a beat just by overthinking that in and of itself. Like, how am I gonna fucking do that?
Yeah.
How the fuck am I gonna just create some shit like that out of thin air? There's nothing. It's silent. And I gotta fucking put the pieces together to like get the shit pumping and make it create energy.
Yeah. I mean, that was actually, that's perfect, because like when I was telling him on Thursday, it was like a party called Tribe. We were DJing, and I played a couple of songs that I had made in New York, and then I'm just like, just seeing the people just like, you know, the energy go crazy for it, and I look at him, and I'm just like, it's just so crazy to see. Like, I was literally sitting at a kitchen table making this, and like now I see all these people just jumping, you know, like just having a great time, and just seeing that it's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, because in your head when you're writing it, you're literally writing out the sound. It's moving you some type of way when you're going boom, boom. Okay, my body's going boom, boom, boom. It's, you're following it, and you put the little sound boom. You want to follow it, so you know, my legs are starting to do. And then all the other sounds, and now you looking at yourself, and you definitely dancing in your head. You might be sitting down, but now when we DJing and we're seeing people do those moves and do those other moves, what? Man, bro, like I've been producing since I started from the get-go. I've been a triple threat, if you may say, DJing, producing, and doing events since I started, you know, under the wings of some dope-ass DJs, you know, Rampage, Mad Jazz, Rob 3, Charlie Glitch, you know, side by side with my other homies, Moon Man, you know, SYKO, my homie Sigma. Man, PJ was like our grandmaster low-key. Like if I put it in like a little, like an anime or something, whole time PJ was like our grandmaster. He was like the one Chicago legend or something that we had the number to. He would do our biggest events, and it's somebody we could tap into. He would chill, kick it, drop gems, you know, like. Then we met other grandmasters and other people, and, you know, and it's just, I don't know. I think people got to take that, like, you might fall in love with this, but, you know, do what my mom say, that boy need to do his oats or his roots and stuff like that, you know? It's like, you ain't even got laid yet, you trying to get married to us, bro. Chill out.
Yeah. It's been life-changing for me. House music, DJing in front of a dance floor, trying to hold a dance floor. Like, I started doing these hip-hop shows, moved on to doing the clubs, straight bottle service. I mean, every club I've ever DJ'd at was a bottle service club. Maybe there was a tiny dance floor, but like, it didn't matter. The dance floor, who gave a fuck about the dance floor? Nobody. Yeah. Now I'm DJing for a dance floor, and it's just a different thing, and it's so incredible. And it's like, that has, I feel like, really opened my eyes to what music is and how it works, because I'm like watching these people move, and what I'm doing is affecting them, and like I'm able to get a grasp on what this whole thing even is. I could never, like, I don't know, the bottle service shit, party rocking, like that's where I came from, and I love it. But I kind of like a little slow, good fucking long blend. Yeah. Drums are going, people don't know where it's coming, and then the fucking bass comes in, and then they're like, oh shit, okay.
You got the one person on the dance floor that's like, I don't know. Like, yeah, bro. Yeah. That is, I feel like the attention span for bottle service is like the same thing as TikTok. People just want to see reels. Boom, 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 boom. I could tell when I play in club spaces, every time I cut and hit just to what they need, and boom to the next, poof, drop. It's DJ Khaled. Yeah. I try to give them a little house flow. Then they come asking for a request. I was like, so you need this pace. You know what I'm saying? But I can't feel nothing with that pace.
Yeah.
That's like me throwing like cakes in your face. That's just that's all that is.
Yeah, your Steve Aoki shit.
Hey, bow. Y'all remember this? Bow.
Yeah.
You know? House is like, it's a little, motherfucker, we sipping, we like, oh, you feel that? You know? He be like, we do this shit a lot too. Like, yo, it's like, yo, you feel that?
Yeah,
you
feeling
know?
it, just feeling it the whole time. Yeah, it's a whole feeling, man. I love it. Like you could have, like when you do house music, you could have like your filler songs just to get people in a different mood, and then you could bring them back up, bring them back down. Just like, I love it. I just love the feeling of that. You control it. Control the party.
That's why people got to do their research. Like, because if you do your research into the, you know, the pioneers from the Frankie Knuckles, the Ron Hardys, you know, overall in New York, you know, all those cats, you know, the Loft. You got to understand that they brought all types of music in there. Yes, they didn't even call it house, but it turned into house music. But it's not. They were playing just the best of everything. They got people moving. It wasn't even, they didn't declare a certain genre just because people said it. Like, they just know, like, and if you're a good DJ, you're still doing that today. You'd be like, this sound like house, but it ain't labeled as house, but it's fire as hell. Like, you still should be doing that because that's what they've always done, you know?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even like titles, bro. You told my girlfriend when we first got together. Like, I didn't even like titles. Like, it just puts too many restraints on things that are just supposed to like naturally be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never like putting my DJing in a box at all. Like, I like mixing. If it sounds good, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, your good ear's gonna let you know that, like, yo, this one sounds similar to like that, or this one's keen to that. But you gotta listen to more stuff. You can't play that DJ. That's what you see a lot. Like, this, people hit up a couple blends or stuff like on a reel or a YouTube video, and then people go get that set and practice it and do it at the party. Like, kudos, but no. Like, you gotta understand how it was formed, yo. Like, you know, it's like getting a recipe. Yeah, you can get recipes. You cook chicken Alfredo. You know what I'm saying? You can learn how to make that off of YouTube. But if you understand the original way of how to do it and how you sear that motherfucker and you make that cream with that same sear and that sauce, then you'll start understanding music's that same way. But if you want to go get the store-bought one because it was lit, you could do that too. But it ain't going to be as good as that, you know?
Yeah. That reminds me of, like, I was DJing, and there's one of my homies, like, little cousins was coming out and partying and shit. He was a promoter, and then he started hanging in the booth a lot, and he was watching me, and then he started, you know, he got himself a controller, classic evolution of a DJ nowadays. And then he was coming out and he was like, oh, dude, I'm watching all these blends, and I'm just gonna go, I'm writing them down, I'm gonna go redo them for TikTok. And I'm like, that's what you're doing? Like, that's what DJing is right now? You're just taking the shit that I'm doing and doing them on TikTok?
Yeah.
That's just what the kids are doing.
Yeah.
Back in the day, people would literally get beat up for that. We called that biting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, you couldn't even write or use the same tag or somebody or something. You couldn't even damn near wear the same outfit. You'll get beat up. Like, it's different.
It's different now.
It's different.
It's different.
And it's not even talking like an old head. It's just, I'd rather say that was the right way to do it. We just tried to, I think now people are just trying to find a new way because it's cool, but it's wrong.
I feel like it's shortcuts. I think people nowadays love the shortcut instead of taking the long, like the scenery route.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know. That was never our thing.
And people don't really get made fun of anymore. It's like we've crossed into this, like, you got to be nice to everyone, which full picture, like, yeah, of course, be nice. But also, like, tell someone they're a fucking loser if they need to be told they're a loser.
No,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, that was one thing I know, like, when we growing up and stuff like that, doing this DJ stuff. I mean, to this day, if my guy sucks, I'm gonna tell him, like, yo, that blend was trash. I'm gonna tell him what it is, like, because there's a lot of people I see out here, their friends lie to them saying this is good, and you're putting out even more bad stuff, and that I don't think that's a friend to me. Like, if I know you're doing something bad and it's trash, I'm gonna tell you it's trash. But it's because I feel like you could do a lot better. You just need to work on some stuff.
Like, and if you're like live on set, you mess up, I'll just be like politely just say, do another one. Like I won't say he did back to another one.
I give the look now. I look at the booth and be like, that was crazy. And
you know, sometimes people need that pressure. Like say if they, like literally, if they mess up, we're in the middle of a club, and they try to turn around and like brush it off, all their friends like, ah, dope. You need that one nigga to be like, yo, do another one. You know what I'm saying? And and what's gonna happen? He's like, bro, he knew I fucked up. Oh, and you do it right. And you got it. I think we all back now. You know what I'm saying? But you need that.
Yeah, everybody wins from that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, for sure. Man, it's this. So just coming back to it, like when we started, you know what I'm saying? There was no room for judgment because it was all do it yourself. You know, when somebody's random establishment, you know, we don't care about the venue looking to the T. We really just care if it has enough space to hold us and it's secure and safe enough to hold our sound.
How's the sound?
Yep. And then, you know, the place got to have good sound for our stuff because you see people, they'll eat that sound up quick if it's not strong enough. You know, so man, all of that painted the beautiful picture of like how we like to like party. And like DJs now becoming, do your local spots, party for your friends, do your family parties. All that's gonna teach you how to really play for people. But if you just go through the motion and you're just trying to get to the top, you ain't gonna never be that great. That I'm talking about. Like the people that we come across are never forgotten in our stories. You know what I'm saying? Like even from you guys, you are part of our history. You know what I'm saying? Like never forgotten. I can't even talk about that side of the city or that side of DJing without like mentioning you guys. And then it's like the younger guys that are doing it now that we know are killing it, are good. Like, you know, shout out DJ Drip, Juki the Kid, you know what I'm saying? You know, Kicking Kenny's getting up there doing that stuff like that. You know, Kid Clay. This party rocking. It's a different form when you put them years into it. You get very good at it and you enjoy it. You know, Sean Mack, party rock. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Beast.
Yeah.
Bro, like, at first people like, oh yeah, I'll be like, did you what? Like you have to watch and see how he entertains, and then see the other. You see that they're all unique, man. They're all fucking necessary. You know what I'm saying?
The more unique you are, I feel like, is the better that you can captivate a room. I feel like when I'm DJing, if I'm too lost in like trying to do some shit for someone else, it's not working the way I want it to. I'm not able to captivate the crowd. But when I'm like doing it for me and I'm being able to put myself on display and give you what's inside of me, now we're cooking.
Radiating energy. And that's the difference from just being well versed and being allowed to do what you do, you know what I'm saying, versus going up there and practicing and barely being on edge. You know, that's why we have to recognize that, you know, you don't want a bad cook giving you some food and he doesn't even know if it's done or not. You know, that's the same analogy when it comes on top of DJing, music, and performances. I mean, and that's why, for example, going back to the beginning of this, we established a party called Tribe so we can have a place like that for our people to fall back on and be 100% like, yeah, this is it. And
we have fun. Like, it's not a job. Like, we have fun every single Thursday. Like, normally, like, someone's like, damn, I got to go back to, like, you know, you have a weekly residency. It's like, damn, I got to go back there. But this one is just like, damn, it's Monday. When is Thursday coming? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we're always looking forward to being back there because we get to release so much bad negativity we have going through the week or whatever. Like, we get to release all that. It's just a whole bunch of good energy.
Get to dance.
Yeah.
Then like our guests bring different people in. Like, we also make it a thing to like schedule ourselves off of it when we have a guest. So, because we also know we come from doing like blue light and a bunch of all 4 a.m. events every week, every Thursday. And like, you know that when you get into that flow, that could be draining. It could lead you into a dark place. You got to get up out of that, you know? That's what this has to let us do. You know, I'm excited. Like, thinking about the guests that we have this month, you know, starting with Timmy V. Then the next following week, we got Mo Mommy. And then the following week, we got Ace Spade and Slade. Then another following week, we got Duality from Miami. And then we got Tommaso to close like the end of the month, you know? And then Gordo and Initial G to start off May. Like, it's you should be excited. It's kind of like seeing your kinfolk, you know what I'm saying? You should be excited for them to come over and hang out, and that place allows us to do that, you know, without being pressured like, yo, we got to sell this many bottles, we got to do this cover. Yeah. We got to go. It's like church, man. I'll be happy to put on my dancing shoes, bro.
Yeah, it's important to be a member of the crowd sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just in Miami. I caught the Hood Politics party, and it was so dope, bro. This dude Brandon, this is like tech house shit, but this dude Brandon from Germany, I never heard him play. I didn't know who he was, and he ripped it, bro. I had the fucking time of my life. This dude was dropping what I came to find out were like his own remixes and originals and shit that I was just fucking loving. And I was like, damn, that dude crushed. And then SA came on after him and just fucking murdered. And like, I'm out there just enjoying it. And I'm like, this is what I want from the people in my crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's where you find the light, you know. That's what we do. Tech house driven nights, you know, techno, juke, disco, house, afro. Like, it all falls under the one umbrella, you know. Shout out to Hood Politics. I remember following them from like A Boy with a Bag to like Sherm, and like all of them killing it. Like, it's, you know, Maximo. It's needed. You gotta lock in with each other sometimes to like get that definition out, and then boom, go back out, continue what you were doing, you know?
Yeah. Sherm also, I caught the tail end of his set was fucking great, bro. Those guys, they're just like doing something they enjoy and paving their own way, and you can feel that at their party. It's just like, this is what we want to do. These are the people who are riding with us. Let's fucking go.
I know. I could even see it in people's, like me being just like also being a creative director and doing like a lot of social media and content. I could see it in their work. Like I could see it in your work. I can, because I know what it takes to formulate and put out that final production of something that had this art with inside of it, you know. And it's not easy, yo. You gotta like get to a professional flow. You need help, and but that what connects us together. That's the insightful thing, you know. It's kind of like writing a book, you know. So.
Tell me about Hot Jams. You mentioned Hot Jams. Oh, yeah. What is that?
It was a record store. My first experience with it. I know he has a different experience than I do, but
Pulaski and what?
It was like Archer.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
Archer
right
and
before
Pulaski.
Archer.
It's like right by like Curie High School right there. So
yeah,
it was for me, it was just like, it's where I first got introduced to Baltimore club music. Ghetto Division, like they would host parties there. And that's when I first heard they dropped a mixtape called the Be More Project, which they could find on like, you could just Google it. There's 2 different volumes. And that's the first time I heard all these like, well, they were making their own music, so they had their own remixes of different stuff. But then that's when I heard the likes of like DJ Tamil, DJ Sega, all these different producers from out there, Baltimore and like Philly. And it was kind of life-changing. I was like, yo, like this is a whole different kind of thing of house music, you know, or its own genre, you know what I'm saying? Baltimore club music. And that's where I got introduced to that. And I'm just like, yo, this is different. Like, and then I know your experience was way different.
Hot Jams was like an introduction. Like, I mean, Tribe wouldn't be the same without, you know, the influences of like Hot Jams. Because when we went there, like, that's when I was like fully into the cypher. I wasn't DJing or doing nothing back. I was b-boying, cyphering, and painting, doing graffiti. I mean, that's another reason why I was out late too. You know, we'll catch a house party, go hit a couple spots, go to the crib. You know, that was the name of the game. Yo, these guys are doing the same thing, bringing legendary acts in there, Hyperactive, you know, they brought Microdot used to play out there. They had Steve, Alex Peace.
I got Alex Peace coming on the pod a couple weeks.
Dope. Yeah, man. Like, yo, that's the saying, like you can't skip past his history if you know like these little things. Like all these people came together. Charlie and Mad Jazz, they brought DJ Sega Tamil, Tim Dollar to the city. That's when we did like our first Metro with the Brick Bandits feature. Brick Bandits still holding it down and be more in the B-more industry. Like the Hot Jams just showed us like we could do more at these parties. You could do freestyle. You could play Italo disco. You could play that real house shit. You could play B-more, all of that. Like if you got people that can play them all well enough, yo, this is the best party you ever like be at. And yeah, Hot Jams was the beginning of that. You know that $10, $20 at the door. You know,
came with a mixtape
type stuff. You know,
came with a mixtape, all that stuff.
You know,
that's dope. I want to bring that back.
Yeah,
I want to
getting rated.
Yeah, that.
I want to hand out, you know, little USBs with mixes on them. Mixtape
Actually
shit.
Thinking about that too.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Yeah, I mean, my dad to this day still asks me for USBs. He's like, yo, put some mixes on there. I was like, man, I tried it during COVID, and then I tend to lose a lot of stuff, so I would always have them, and then they would be my USB for like a set, and I would always lose them. So I ended up just like falling through on that. But I always wanted to do that, or like put our music, like all our tracks on there with the mixtapes and all that stuff, like our mixes.
Yeah,
on
that
there.
works. For USBs, the DJs will eat that up. For like people though, it's weird. You gotta like.
That's the thing.
Well, you could plug a USB into a phone now.
Yeah,
Bro, Heavy, me and Heavy been working on this track, and he was in Miami to do the Disconnect set. I had to fucking come back here for a wedding, but he did some updates to the track, and he was like, yo, play this shit in Celeste, tell me how it sounds. And he sent me the Dropbox. I didn't have time to go home and like get on my computer and shit. I just saved it to my phone, plugged my USB into my phone, put the shit on there, put it in the CDJ, and boom.
yeah.
That's
You got
crazy. I never even
He
thought
got
of
the
that.
flip one. I got one in my
crazy.
bag. It's
I
the
didn't
one
even
with
think
the
about
regular
that.
USB and a USB-C on there. Yeah,
I actually
could do
just
it.
Yeah.
I actually just lied to everyone in this room. It wasn't me who did that. It was Jerry Joseph who like did the phone shit. But I've done it before, so I took credit for it.
That's the move, yo.
Because I'm tired of having to carry my DJ bag on my laptop. Be like, oh, if I needed like a last minute song, boom, I have my laptop. But that, yeah,
I just
that's-
put
the phone,
Trey
bro.
onto that
Yeah.
last event. He was on his phone with the USB plug, and they're like, "Damn, I got to put one more track on there." You know, for the
Yeah.
set, and it's like, yo, what? You ain't got to bring a record, yo. People don't understand. Bro, I remember the first party I played with these guys when like, because we were still just going into each other's parties, going to Hot Jams, and we started, you know, everything was on. I had to put all my tracks on CDs, and I had about like 8 CDs that I was like, maybe I might jump on, maybe I not. That's how it was, you know.
Yeah.
It was nuts, yo. And now it's like you could just like,
Yeah.
Real quick, I just want to let you guys know that Long Drink is back to sponsoring the show. That's right, the best drink that you can get, the #1 cocktail in a can. It's not a seltzer. It doesn't come in one of those stupid, long, skinny cans that makes you look like an idiot stick when you're drinking it. This is the best drink that you can get. Anybody I give one to asks me what it is, where it's from, and why they've never had one before. The reality of the situation is this. Life's short, so have a long drink. Go support them because they support us. We're getting back to the show. Let's go, champ. Thank you guys for watching. How often are you guys update? Do you DJ on stick or are you on Serato?
everything.
Both, everything,
Both.
yeah.
Everything.
It's
Records,
just depends
vinyl.
what you're-
Yeah, it depends what's. Yeah.
What's your most?
Right now, I've been doing mostly USB
Yeah.
CDJs. You get
Sticks,
you
yeah.
go crazy. You can act an asshole. You're not
Yeah.
your record's not gonna skip. You're not gonna have no lag. You know what I'm saying? You could really, you know. Versus the other, so you gotta be a little careful. You know
Yeah.
that record might slip, the needle might shake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Computer, yo, I be trying to go nuts on stems and use Serato, and it always lags. I gotta have like the newest, full rammed up laptop just to like really blaze. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because I think they're like saving and tracking everything that you do, like as a DJ now, so it slows you up. And then I'm like, I don't want you picking up that on me. They literally could analyze when you hit.
Wait, is that real? I mean,
Nah,
that
it's
doesn't
real.
surprise me at all.
Nah,
I
it's
mean,
real.
you fucking mention a weighted blanket, and now you're getting ads for it on your phone. Like, we know everyone's always listening at all times, but I didn't realize Serato is tracking all of that shit.
What you stem, all of that.
Really?
Yeah, it's a whole database that they have.
I didn't even think about
You're
that.
taking up memory, man. I know.
You can't turn that off.
Not really. No,
Damn.
that's why you even like that's why you got to be subscribed to it now. Unless you grandfathered in, you bought the whole. I got the one when they first started, so I don't. But now, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're playing off streaming service, like they're tracking everything you play.
Oh yeah, streaming. Yeah, for sure.
How you play it, how much long you play it.
Damn, I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
No, it's scary.
And you know where all that data's going. It's going to AI.
Yeah.
They're creating a super robot DJ. Serato, fucking
Spotify's
Sammy
gonna
Serato DJing at Ultra Miami. Hologram, fucking Tupac. Gonna be doing your blends.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
It's gonna be
live
nuts,
on
bro.
YouTube. Yo, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
It's gonna happen.
It's coming,
for sure.
bro.
That's
It's coming.
fucked up, man.
But that's why I said, like, it can't keep up with me. That's why, like, if you're a mad scientist at what you do, you start to run into these problems where technology can't keep up with you. Like, everybody runs into that, you know? I'm sure Diamond Cuts had that with some of his equipment. I'm sure you had that. Like,
He was just telling me that he thought the hard drive crashed yesterday, but luckily it was just a cord.
Yeah.
But you start cooking so much that it'll, you know.
But then there's the guys, and this happened to me recently. I'm a big advocate for switching to sticks, only because I did it. I was scared to do it. I did it, and now I'm really in love with it. And I feel like it has opened my eyes to DJing even more. I've dove deeper into it. So I try and tell my homies, like, yo, you got to get on sticks. You got to do something that scares you. You got to get a little uncomfortable. You got to fucking make the move. And the most common argument is, nah, man, I need the stems. I need the stems. Serato got the stems. And then I hear him DJ, and they're just fucking mixing a 8-bar intro over the hook of the song, but instead of doing EQs, they just press one button to stem it out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, you're doing even less.
Yeah.
If your argument is you need stems, you better be doing more. You better be going nuts. You better be fucking cooking up there, not just hitting a button so that the drums come out
With the
and
echo
you don't
out.
have to even use your ear to fuck with the EQs.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like, that was crazy. I'm like, this is your argument?
No, yeah, even I run into like, well, yeah, same thing. Like, we kind of tell people to like start using sticks, you know, get comfortable with that, like more into like the beat matching in your ear, because there's been times where I'll go out and like a lot of these younger DJs that don't want to learn that way, it's like, yo, because now a lot of these controllers are like one laptop at a time. Well, they're going that route, right? So they're like, yo, do you have a USB on you? You mind transitioning for me for the next DJ? And I'll be like, yeah, man, I guess, sure. Like, but it's just like, bro, like, you got to learn these things. Like, you mean to tell me you can't beat match real quick? And it even tells you on the thing. Like, it tells you, you know what I'm saying?
All
Like,
the same meters and measurings.
yeah, but it's, again, shortcuts, you know?
Yeah. You really fucking feel it when you're DJing with your ears.
Yeah.
You really you feel it. You're in it with the rest of the room. They can't see your screen. You're watching your screen. You're that much out of it more than the room is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could dance more. Like, I told my homie, I was like for example, like as we continue, my homie, shout out to him, Trey Daniels. I was like, bro, I know you're gonna be on fire when you can dance as well as you dance off the floor, because he's a fucking beast, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about doing that plus your DJ set, playing across 4 tracks in the house while the whole dance floor. I was like, that's when you're gonna be at your grandest, yo, because your ear's gonna be on point. You're gonna know where everything's supposed to be and how it's supposed to place when it's gonna come in. You know what I'm saying? And like, you gotta work your way up there. When you first start, it's a new track. You probably only heard it once or twice, and you don't even know how it ends. And then you got these other tracks you probably don't know about key yet. You know what I'm saying? But once you do your years of going through the music and dancing with it and not being so technical, like you start to develop a flavor, man. That's what I like to call like that type of South song, you know? Everybody gonna want it. Everybody's gonna or want to taste it or a little bit of it, you know? And it's special because it comes from many different backgrounds, many different trials and errors that's only unique to you. Like they weren't in the gym with you.
Goes back to making your whole set yourself unique as well. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I love sticks. I got into it and I just started breaking it down genre by genre, crate. Like that same Serato crate. I even downgraded my Serato and I pulled out my MK so I don't use stems and I could just do tighter blends and more mindful cuts on timing and you know what I'm saying? Bro, it sharpens you up. Then you go back to a regular setup and then your shit be you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I was talking to Slade about this and he was telling me like getting into sticks made him realize how rambunctious he was being on Serato. He was like, I was doing a lot. Because you should be. There's so much to do. Yeah. You know, the stems and all that shit. But he was like, it just made me realize that like I can be more intentional with what I'm doing and like put it in the perfect place rather than just being up there being rambunctious. It made so much sense to me. I was like, yeah, I felt the exact same way.
I act the fool on stem. I be trying to give people the full stemity. That's all, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
And then when we tag and then do 2 stem sets, it's like, it's wild. Yeah.
Like me, like I locked in with it real tight with like my Serato stem sets and all that with Boy G. So we were getting up and we were streaming every Friday, you know? So I would come from Tribe, wake up the next morning and be back to back with him on his Monday stream. He'll do 3 hours and you gotta understand he's already 3 hours of doing samples and that he's already I'm coming in and we doing our set. I have to be so we were like cooking. You know, our final form is that we put it on 2 sets side by side so we can do whatever the fuck we want to do, all the volumes up. So that gets nuts, yo. Like me and him would get a go. Now go, you know?
Yeah.
Our jump off voice form is similar, but it's much more with a bang, you know? Me and Ruben try to cover, you know, more hip hop samples. That's when I step in more into my hip hop head bag and party rocking, soulful samples, you know? Me and SYKO trying to rip you in the asshole. We trying to get you to shake something and dance. Like you know, that's hence jump off boys, you know? Yeah.
When's the next jump off boys set?
When's our next one? We got, I mean, for the most part, like, we don't even announce half the time on Thursdays. Like, we'll just get there one day and be like, you want to tag? Like, we'll just do it. But, like, more of our, like, we just had one this past Saturday.
We'll definitely be doing a jump off boys set when we have Ace and Slot at Tribe. You know, we'll definitely be doing a tag set. That's the 19th or 16th?
Oh, the 16th, I'm going to be at Blind.
See,
I gotta be at Blind. I'm doing the pre-party for Forever Mind Fest with DJ Sluggo.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
So yeah, they probably might not get a jump off boys set to like the end of the month, and sometimes that's how it always turns out. Like because we be busy doing like this set and then this set, and then we'll be like, hey, we ain't tagged all month. Let's rock, you know. And then that's super special because to be honest, like all that energy of rocking all month, the new tracks we've been making, and then plus on like my side, and then we just come together and we make like all of that together and then do it again, you know? So it's always gonna be something phenomenal. We don't even know. It's just all that training, all those trials and tribulations, we get up there and literally put it all on point in the most professional way that we can. I kind of despise the DJs that be wasting people's times up there, you know, sipping out there, straw chilling, letting the mix play. Yeah. Man, what are you doing? Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I let them bitches play front to back.
I can't do it. I'm a busybody. Like,
you
know what I'm saying? I can't. Like, I understand doing that like at a certain like wedding. I be doing that at weddings because I don't be having too much commercial music. I have to let them play. I got so much like underground and like party shit that I like. Yeah, they getting the full pit bull. They're getting the full pit bull if need to be.
Yeah, no, I'm the opposite. I'll play one hook of a Pitbull song, but some fucking groovy house shit. I want to hear that. I want to get to the third drop.
Okay,
because that bitch goes crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree with that. I think it depends on what kind of form of house you're playing, you know, like something like that soulful. Oh yeah, I'm gonna let that song rock because that vocal is gonna ride out for most of the song, and I'm not about to like just. You could see the people just loving that.
That's where all the sweet parts are at.
Yeah,
man, I've been really like the long blend, like you said. Like you have to watch certain like DJs, and you see how magnificent they are at keeping that blend. You don't even know it, but like they'll be rocking on 4 tables like a Theo Parrish, or the greats, Joe Cassell, and you know what I'm saying, Dennis Farrar, like
storytelling,
like literally 3 tracks playing. There's some people that try to do it nowadays, but they over exaggerate it. Like James Hype, they get down on 4 things, but it's like these guys be cooking like, yo, this shit's simmering right there. He's chopping that up. This is like that, and then this one's like the main dish that he's putting in front of your face. But you don't even know that these other 3 are playing at the perfect volume and the perfect sync, and then rip, and then this one's coming out. It's like, it feels like me. It's like having like the poise of like a fucking lion or a snake. It's going bang. Just wait. Just like, just, wow. And it hits every time,
Yeah. I actually just saw, forgive me for not remembering their names. I don't really even know who they were, but Fuck Chuck, my boy Chuck Bono, was opening at a spot for Anthony Attila's party, Miami Music Week. And the dudes that came on after Chuck were ripping the 4 decks. Like there was never a moment where one song was playing. There was always at least 2 faders up, 2 songs rocking. And then the most impressive thing was when the dude switched over, he looped Chuck's last song. He looped like a 4-bar piece of Chuck's last song and mixed into his song, keeping that one going, and then mixed into another song, keeping that one going, but did it so raw.
Yeah.
That was the first time I've ever seen that.
Yeah, man.
That was fucking inspiring to me. That was like, oh shit, I gotta get crazy. Now I gotta get on some different shit.
Yeah, he gets mad if there's not 4 decks. It's like, man, I want to get busy. I was like, my bad, man.
I was like, my ADD's kicking. I was like, I need to do
I did a setup not too long ago. I think it was like a Sunday we did. And a lot of the other DJs were going to use their laptops. So I set up the S9, 2 decks. He's like, man, I wanted to get busy. I need 4 decks because he's doing sticks. He's not even doing the laptop. So he wants to get like, in his zone. So, but yeah. 4 decks is where it's at right now for me.
Yeah, I gotta get in. I just got the AZ to try and get nice with the sticks. Now I'm like, I want to throw another deck in there. I can't. I might have to just get a fucking CDJ to connect to that or something. I do have that old ass one over there.
Connects.
That's from Soundbar. I bought that used from Guitar Center, and they told me it was from Soundbar. That old ass joint.
It still could take the CD.
Yeah, it's still got the CD slot. Yeah. It's not even like a colored screen. I don't even know which one that is.
Yeah, we were in New York. I think we used the 200s. We were out there. Weren't they the
750s? Almost like 750s.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, they were the 200. They were the smaller platter ones, weren't they?
Yeah, I think those are 750s or something.
No, that's not like 200. They
were definitely don't read waves.
Yeah.
Definitely don't read waves. Or your new playlist. You have to go straight to the folder.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That'll fuck me up.
Nah, but I like that. Just like how you were saying, like
I do enjoy that too.
I like playing. It's like getting on different skateboards and surfboards, yo. Like I personally started from rocking off of 1200s, and I had the 600 Pioneer rack that the boys had. And it was a straight mixer. It wasn't even like a battle mixer. I learned how to turn my turntable sideways just to get closer because that mixer was so long. Then my homie's like, oh, yeah, that's DMC style. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even know. Like, you know? And then...
Problem solving.
Yeah. That's all it is. Being locked in a studio similar to like this, but like with a mad wall of records and no Serato because the boys were using it at their gigs. So that was my first form, learning 12 straight vinyl. And then Serato SL1, Scratch Live. Be more rocking house.
Heavy ass box.
Yeah.
I don't think I like when we started tagging and getting together for like our House of Soul sets. That's when I started using sticks more, and we're only solely using them for like house sets. They were like an hour, 2 hours. But what was it? Come like 2017, I was just I just realized I had to put everything on sticks just in case. And I mean, makes sense. All the new updates coming out of the RAM, the laptop started messing up, and I'm just like, yeah, I know it wasn't much, but I don't want it to happen. I be like that sometimes, you know. It's like production. You want that shit to just.
Well, even then, like the Serato boxes, like how hard drives happen, like that USB will get a little loose. So I would run into like I would have to wrap it, making sure nobody touch it.
Yeah,
you remember putting 2 and 2 together with the extra
like,
RCA through the through.
Yeah,
so 2 people could rock.
Yeah, man. So
Daisy
it was just
chain.
like you go now. You have just plug and play. That's it. Easy.
Man.
And I feel closer to the music. Like the laptop puts an extra ingredient between you and the song. It's you, the laptop, the CDJ, the speaker. Now it's just me, CDJ, speaker. And I feel that. Like I can really feel that. There's a difference. It makes me feel like I'm cooking closer to the source.
Yeah.
I was last night DJing, like fucking live on TikTok, just playing some, like literally just because it's fun. It's really fun playing off sticks, playing music that you creating with new music, and just trying to find those little fun parts that you've never heard before by just blazing. You know what I'm saying? Like you want
just some accidental shit. Oh fuck, that's sick.
I mean, that goes back to like the house parties. That's where like a lot of our practice came from. It was like we would experiment on different genres, or like new music we made was just like it was the experiment, the practice.
Yeah. You mentioned doing a house set and playing disco house, Afro house, juke, all these different genres that are in the realm of house, or I would really even say dance music, right? I feel like that is the new version of open format to me. I feel like open format, I mean, we're still catching flack for saying it on the pod, but we said open format's dead. Not open format DJing, that will never die. Open format as like a venue, a nightclub, a space. This is an open format club.
The term of how it's coined. I still believe open format's like everything. Like, so my open format includes dance hall, reggaeton, dembo, house, Jersey, juke, oldies, disco, top 40, like you name it. That's what I consider like open format, all of the above. I only think it's dead because they're not doing it right. And then the clubs are particular, like, oh, we want this, but then
they're not doing it right. But also, like, let me go back to, you've been using food analogies all day, which I really appreciate as a fat guy with tits. Like, when you're going to have a meal, like when you're a DJ, it's dope to know every fucking genre of music on earth, right? Like your music, the bigger your musical knowledge is, equates to how good you are at your job in some world.
Yes.
But if we're talking meals, do you want a hot dog with a cheesecake, with a ramen soup, with a slice of pizza, with some fried rice sprinkled on top?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand where motherfuckers are like, nah, I'm the open format god. I know every genre. I play ballet funk. I play reggaeton. I play this. I play that. I do it all. And you say, like, people say that because they're like, I'm dope. But also, like, are you? Because you're just like serving any and everything.
Yeah.
Does you know what I mean? Like, make something fucking good and delicious and something that works with the other shit on the plate, you know?
Yeah. My girl was actually telling me that not too long ago. She's like, she's a dancer, so she's very in tune with like music and all that. So she told me, she's like, I just hate the way like a lot of these DJs, they get an hour and they force all these genres in an hour. Like, no, like, and then she's like, there's certain, like, I want to hear this whole song sometimes. I want to hear this they'll cut out the main part of the song to stem into like, they'll go from reggaeton to like some crazy shit. And it's like reggaeton to like juke. And it's just like, it can work.
Done right,
Yeah, it can work. Don't get me wrong. But you're trying to fit all this stuff in 1 hour is crazy. Like, again, storytell. Make people have fun. Like people can't really like.
Yeah, like
that's how I feel. That's how like I'm. Sometimes I feel less than because I'm like I don't care about ballet funk. Let's say
Yeah.
Sure, it's dope. Sure, I'm, could go to Brazil, and if that's what was happening, I would fucking love it because that's where I'm at. But like, it doesn't do anything to me to make me be like, I need to play this shit. So like, I'll leave that for anyone else who wants to play that shit.
Yeah.
Please be my guest. But I'm trying to be a fucking 5-star chef with the ingredients that I like and the meals that I like to serve.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to throw some crazy ingredient in there because you're like, oh, you're a chef, you should know how to use this ingredient. No, I study this shit and I do this shit. You want that shit? Someone's got it for you, but it ain't me.
Correct, bro. Like, I feel like every DJ has like their own, just as a venue should have its own characteristic. Like, for example, we just did this event this past weekend at the old primary, which is called the Hideaway right now. And literally we were going through, of course it's not an open format party, but then there's also that it's like some people don't probably prescribe towards our identity of house or our brand of that, which is like, first, like, and my thing is like, hold up. At the end of the day, before you look at that, we're professionals still. Like, I was like, I want to be like, yo, I could have this place sounding like Tulum, London, whatever, like professionally throughout the whole night. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I said that comes with like the seasoned vet, the people that know what to do. Like, I wish some of these, like the upcoming DJs knew of 3 style, which means 3 style. If you hold your set to 3 styles, you should be decent. You could tell a story with that. So from going from those 3 styles, you might end up being able to put more in there the right way. But you know what I'm saying? Like, knowing something like that those DJs had to prepare to put things together the right way in the form of only using 3 genres. You know what I'm saying? That was like there's competitions back in the day, that craze. And a lot of people had to do to get that. But I don't think none of these DJs understand like the studies of that, because that's also teaches you like how much and what to not do at your own function, and then put your own feeling onto it. You know what I'm saying?
We recently had a competition to do that too. We did the Red Bull, the Turn It Up DJ competition. We won that. Yeah.
So Red Bull brought a new form of competition where they was doing a DJ duo battle, and they would give you like categories, like like a show.
Yeah,
and
quick. You
got like 3 to 5 minutes to turn the crowd up. It could be like country. It could be like pop. We had a few categories.
Basically a roulette, like on the screen. It was a roulette. It's like, cool, now play Chicago-inspired music or something like that.
Or things that inspire it to be hot in here or something like that. They gave us that genre, and this guy started off with a song right away. It's hot than a motherfucker. Yeah. It's hot than a motherfucker. And then brought in the percolator sample, and then I came through with the Fuego edit that turns into like Jersey.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just like, they gave us like topics and like,
that's kind of tight. Where was that at?
They held it at the Cubby Bear.
Cubby Bear, yeah. It was at the Cubby Bear. We won it last year, right?
Yeah. 2024.
Wait, was Gio in that?
Yeah. It was us, Gio, Chava, Nanus, Cujo.
Was it on different days?
No, it was
just the one day.
I think I was there for a minute because I had to go there to pick up the Red Monday tickets. And I went to the Cubby Bear. I saw Gio.
Yeah, it was that
but
one
I didn't see. I thought it was Gio and a girl, and then it was like 2 Asian guy and a girl.
They were battling.
So they battled first.
Okay.
And then we battled Nanus and Cujo, like 2 different rounds, separate rounds.
And then we battled so they only had like 3 rounds technically.
Yeah.
Okay, tight. Yeah, that was dope. You guys won that.
Yeah,
it was
sick.
crazy.
Congrats.
It was fun, man. It was like we made music especially for that. We finished the whole song. We made a Chicago Bulls like theme, like the theme of it. We made it into Juke, and then we went into the green room. I was like, man, this is missing something.
Because it was one that had sports teams anthems. So it's like, can you turn the party up with sports teams anthems? So we were like,
did you know the categories before?
They gave us like a 20. They gave us 20, but they were going to narrow them down to 10, and then during the day, they probably were only going to pick like 5 or something like that.
And then it was randomized. So it wasn't like we didn't know what was going to come up next.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then the green room, I'm just like, it's missing something. I was like, I need some vocals. So I told C's, I'm like, go in the other room. I want you to say this into your phone. And I'm just putting it on the song. Then when that category hit, we played it. the way it just goes into it, because it's the whole announcer, like the old school, like the and now, and then it says jump off
Chicago
boys.
Boys presenting Jump Off Boys,
And then it-
nuts.
Nuts,
That's
bro.
dope.
Yeah, so
Did you guys put that out, or you,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got
yeah,
that in the vault?
yeah, no,
I'll
it's
put that out.
been put out.
Nice.
It's on our Bandcamps. It's on. You could stream it on all the streaming sites and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
We've been blasting them online. I told my homie, it's like, I'm doing internet graffiti. Like, I understand the release dates and the proper, you dig, and release course, but I'm like, fuck, I don't care no more. Like, I got so much music and so much, like, if I get a label and we need to do that, we could do that. We could do all the prompt that, the artist and that, but it's like, I also have all this other stuff, and like, who's gonna help me with that if I can't help myself? So we're dropping records, but we're putting out tracks for people to play, kind of like the people did for us, you know. I admire the DJ Funks and all that music that we were able to get a hold of to play at our parties. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Where's the most of your catalog on Bandcamp?
yes.
What's your Bandcamp? You guys got separate ones, or is
We
it
have
one for the
separate
Jump Off
ones.
Boys?
Yeah, we have separate ones.
What are they? You should
Same
plug them.
M-DOK 312. Same. You can find me on Bandcamp, M-DOK 312 on most platforms. You know.
On all my stuff, it's like SYKO Chicago, so SYKO Chicago.
SYKO Chicago, M-DOK 312. You guys should definitely check that out. I'm gonna hit that for sure.
Yeah, we got like edit packs.
Everything.
His edit packs are like, he has tons of them on there. It's crazy.
I started a thing with Ruben. We did superficial remixes and edits, you know. I kind of knew something was gonna happen when they released stems, as far as like the different like capabilities of music's like going together. So I was like, yo, I need to start me a pack, you know. So that's when I did like my super edits. And you can go to the first one that we have, like the first release. Me and Boy Genius got tracks for tracks, all types of, like, you know, he put that Busta Rhymes Cumbia track, you know, he got another, we did, you know, Ashanti, you know, Down, but with the reggaeton voice on it. I got like a Beyonce cut with like Mystery of Loves on there, like just very flavorful stuff that's important to the party. I got, you know, I made, Drake's, you know, Fuck for Free. I edit that with Essence, you know, with Tim's Essence. Fire, like, you know, so like knowing that was kind of like, yo, let's give it to our people. Let's give them what they need, you know. And whole time, just like with the drops, the different, you know, signature drops on your edit, I was like, yo, this is how we need to make. So I got like, I think I got about like 8 volumes of super edits, and it's all like,
and it's not like 5 tracks on each volume either. It's
it's fucking like first one's like 17, then 21, then 8, then 5. Just a lot of music, man. You can see how like in love with it. I actually am, you know, with production. You know?
I started doing my own too. Mine are called Prime Cuts. I only have 2 volumes, but for the most part, I kind of started seeing what I pick his brain a lot, because he's just so in tune with it. Like we said in the beginning, he wears a lot of hats. So I pick his brain a lot, and I'm just like, man, I want to start doing that too. Mine is more on the dance side, but him, you can grab his all volumes, and you could probably rock a whole party beginning to end, like, for hours.
You know, because I'm a fan of like club tools and records that like help you get from one place to the next. So I had that in mind every time I was making a joint like that, and you know, so it lets DJs and people dive into different rooms that they didn't even know would exist together and continue, you know. Another one of my favorite edits to mention is like Tego Calderon with Noriega, Nothing, you know. It goes like la da 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 da, and then when it starts with Tego coming in. Oh yeah, you know, he comes in rocking and shit, you know.
Yeah, that's dope.
And if you're a good DJ, at any time you could play the original joints, either or. Like, where we going with it, you know? Yeah, man. I felt it was necessary. And then I also just said something too recently, like, you cannot show up to the cookout empty-handed. Like, cannot show up to the cookout empty-handed. You got to bring your energy, bring your track, bring your flavor. Don't just pull from people. That's just like the party's goal. If you come out there, dance your ass off, enjoy. tell the DJ what to, why are you pulling from his energy or these people's energy? You know what I'm saying? Bring something to it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you were intended to be there to do that, then do what you do. But if you're not intended there to be that, yo, give your energy and your role, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's the other thing. If you're having a good time, if you're in the crowd really enjoying yourself, and then you come up and you ask for some shit, I'm way more obliged to play your shit because you're enjoying what's happening. You're adding to the party. If this is going to send you to the moon, you're going to take a couple other people with you. Fine. But if you're just straight face, boring as fuck, regular schmegular, moseying over to the booth, upset, making a request, like, just get the fuck out.
Turn me up. Get this party started. I just got here.
I mean, there's been a couple times I literally show up and I'm like, I haven't even put my laptop on my bag, not even my headphones. And I'm like, hey, can you play? I'm like, I haven't even set up yet. Like, can you just give me a minute? You don't even know what I'm gonna play. What if I already played a song?
You gotta start flexing.
Yeah, like I had to tell people, like, I don't do requests. Like, just give me a moment.
You need a spray bottle.
Yeah.
I swear. Spray them.
I swear. And now I have like that sticker that says $100 request.
The Boy Genius joint.
So like I had one guy, like, I haven't even set up yet, literally on Saturday. And he's just like, yo, like, I'm like, Touch Tunes is right there. And I pointed out the song. He's like, so you'll do it for $100? I was like, yes, whatever song you want, I'll do it for $100. I'll be right back. Never came back.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Classic.
But that sticker works because see a lot less people come up.
Yeah, he snapped with that. I'm not gonna lie, it works. If it's visibly seen, it's either gonna protect you or get you paid.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Yeah, it does both. Like, I don't even want the 100, but if you want to give it to me, I'll take it and play your fucking song. But like, just no, don't even come up here unless you got that. That works. I like that.
I love seeing them like getting all mad about the $100, but then they're still. Then I play a couple more songs and they're enjoying themselves. It's like, you don't need to do a request, bro. Like, have fun.
To be honest, yo, I never know how I'm gonna be when somebody asks me for a request. I don't have one straight answer. I'm a smart ass. I'm nice, and sometimes I never know how it's gonna come out.
It depends what mood I'm in.
I feel that it definitely depends on how the night's going. If you're fighting with your girl or not beforehand. There's so many factors.
Yeah.
Hey, one person I was like, do I ask you to do what you do when you're at your job?
Yeah.
I've done that. I've done that before.
They were like, damn.
Some girl was mad.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
But it's true. I don't tell you what to do. I don't go to your job.
You know, somebody asked me, some girl, she was like, hey, could you play this? And we were playing a house event. And like, I'm like, baby, what's your vibe? And that's it, you know? She's like, well, I'm trying to hear like Trey songs or something like that. And like that. And I'm like, oh, I got you. So I don't have that in the house, but I do got this Alicia Keys feeling Afro thing that's just on there. They play. She's like, oh my God. I was like, what's your vibe, yo? Just let me know. Like, you know, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. But that's also why we make our edits too, because when we run into that, I mean, everybody asks for Bad Bunny, right? So you go to our house events, people are going to be like, can you switch it up to Bad Bunny? They want reggaeton, of course. We're not going to play reggaeton, but we got you.
Yeah.
So then, you know, we go into the vault, get like an edit he made or I made.
Smackers. We be finest.
And they're still enjoying themselves.
Yeah,
you know,
of
so
course. Well, we got to wrap this up. We've hit an hour. We've done our thing. I've definitely enjoyed having you guys on. Thank you very much for coming through. And I will be at the Penny Whistle on a Thursday. What time do you guys pull up?
We get there like before it starts. Like we get there like around 8:45. It starts at 9.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
We kind of like throw it out there the same day of like the residents on like who opens, who closes, kind of same day. But our guests always play like between the times of 11 and 1.
Yeah, I'll be responsible for that. So I try to space it out where it's not too repetitive. I let the residents. It's like I feel like people should do it because it's like our gym in a sense. So it's like me and SYKO tag with each other. I tag with Trey. I also tag with C's. We also have our own sets. We also have them spar with other guests like that they correlate to, and everybody opens, everybody closes. We switches it, and which is it breeds a very good environment, you know. And you know, shout out, you know, to the staff and everybody at Penny Whistle who's allowed us to do that and support us to do that, because you don't really get that too much with venues that let you be you know,
you
and
don't.
support
Yeah,
it.
that trust is big, man. That trust
they give
is
us
a big
artistic freedom.
That's a huge part of like really enjoying your job and growing as a fucking artist is having people having that trust in you so that you can get a little crazy sometimes.
You'll walk into Penny Whistle, like on the stage side, you'll see a mural of both of us on there too. Someone they did a mural of us on the side and stuff. So
that's dope. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pull up. I don't work till midnight on Thursday, so 9 is perfect.
Oh yeah.
You guys drink? You ever had tequila?
Dude.
Connoisseur.
Dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys very much for coming through and dropping knowledge and just shooting the shit with me. You got a stick on you?
Yeah, we always carry sticks.
Right,
I got one.
He got his bag
with the fuzz ball.
Let's play some music or something.
I'm down. Let's kick it.
Tight. Thank you guys for watching.
Some new edits.
Yeah, please. Thank you guys for watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the video, drop a comment, like the video, algorithm activating activity. Let's go, champ. Follow these boys, M-DOK 312, SYKO Chicago, the Jump Off Boys, the party called Tribe. What else?
A lot of things. Los Desvelados.
Yeah.
We got a lot of things. Auto Talent. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a lot of things. Our people, man. Shout out. Most importantly, man. Shout out to all our beautiful people out of Chicago. Hardworking, colorful, man. Loving, sharing. You know, and persistent. You know, shout out to y'all for sure.
Dope. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, alright. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told. Use a lie.